Hello, and welcome to 40 Days of Easter. We're on a journey together as we prepare our hearts and our minds for the glorious event of the resurrection of Jesus Christ some 40 plus days from now. This is day 7 of our journey, and thanks again for being a part. Today we go back 2,500 years, back into the Old Testament, some 700 years before the birth of our Jesus. And today I'm going to read from the prophet Isaiah. In chapter 9, you had reading from verses 1 through 7, but I'm going to look at verse 6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. Can I ask you a question? What does your name mean? You ever thought about that? If you've had children, most of us have named our children either after a loved one, a parent, grandparent. Sometimes we name names because they have meaning. Like my name, James, means one who follows. We named our daughter Stephanie. Stephanie means crown. In this passage, Prophet Isaiah mentions 4 names that really give us some insight into who Jesus is and why he came. Let's look at each one of them briefly. First, Wonderful Counselor. Who doesn't need a problem solver? Who doesn't need a counselor along the way of life? And Jesus is our perfect counselor, providing us the wisdom that we need. And then look next, Mighty God. It's one thing to know what to do to have the counsel. It's another thing to have the power and the energy to do it. And the mighty God lives in us, enabling us to live out whatever counsel and direction that God gives us. And then next, Everlasting Father. Everlasting means He has been, and He is, and He will be. That our God is always with us, no matter what we face in life. And then last, He is our Prince of Peace. Is there any feeling better than peace? I don't think so. These are things that I know that I need in my life, and I'll bet you do too. Why don't you ask Him today to do these things in your life? Thanks for joining us. See you next time.